Let's check the 1200 out. So this is rattling. There's a disk drive in here. I already removed the bottom cover to check out this card. Now there are screws missing. That explains why this is open. Feet are a bit discolored here, but it's not a big deal. Let's see how we can get this out of here. It's a really tight fit. Like this. Okay. Oh, what do we have here? This looks like an unpopulated memory card. So there's really not much on here, I think, but I could be wrong, of course. So I did find this RAM expansion card, and it's a Memory Master 1200 or Alpha RAM 1200 from Alpha Data. And it says here it has 1 meg of RAM on board, which should be these two chips here. And it can be extended to up to 9 megs of fast RAM. And you need zip memory for that, which is the good expensive one, which is the same, I think, as in the A3000. You can do 1, 4, 5, 8 or 9 megs. You always have to put in 8 of the zip RAMs, and you can switch it between the PC MCIA compatibility mode and the go to hell mode. And you can actually put an FPU on here, either at 14 megahertz with the internal crystal, or you have to put an oscillator for up to 50 megahertz. And it has a battery buffered clock. The case is in really nice condition. Whoa, no. What is this craziness? That's actually a hard disk inside here, but it's just thrown in. There's stuff lying around. I just found this here, and I'm pretty sure this goes here because of this blob. Not sure if that's correct, but let's just assume it is, because it makes most sense here. Wow, someone really didn't care. This could actually work, because I can't see any reason why not. I would say we just plug it in and see what happens. Hard disk is spinning. We have a black screen. Disk drive is clicking. We actually have a kickstart, but the hard disk is not loading. Let's switch it off. The machine actually works, which is great news. Just not so sure about the hard drive, but maybe that is just stuck. So maybe if we give it a little push, it could work, but I don't want to put it just on the metal here. Let me put it here. And I will try again. Oh, it's booting. It's booting. This is crazy. This works. Hey, I have the 1200 on the bench, and I have changed the broken spacebar. If you have seen the last video with the haul of all the machines, Atari, Commodore, Amigas, this is that 1200. I did clean the keyboard a little, just blow out the dust, and the keyboard itself is pretty clean, at least the keyboard base. Let's do Amiga test kit and see if it actually works. And I have to do this again, so I actually know what the result is, because I forgot to press record. And I also put in the turbo card, or the memory expansion card, which came with the machine. It's a 1 meg turbo card, memory expansion card from Alpha Data. the Alpha Data Memory Master 1200. Yeah, I also attached the hard disk, which is here, which is just attached by a cable, which is IDE on one side and mini IDE on the other side. It takes its power from the floppy power connector on the board, which might not be the best of ideas. So let's check memory. We have 3 megs of mem because that card has 1 meg of memory sorted to it. You can go up to 9 meg, but I have not put in any zip memory, which is needed for that, and the 2 meg of chip mem, which is standard for the 1200. So let's do a test round of memory testing. Let's see if that memory expansion actually is any good. I had to check out the jumper settings on the board to actually get to this point where I just use the 1 megs which are on the board itself without any additional zip RAM. Yeah, memory check looks good. We did 1 round, that worked fine. So let's check keyboard. This also looks good. New spacebar works perfectly fine. I only had one very yellow one. Can't see that. Let me push this. It's a very yellow one, but it's the only one I have left in my spare keys bin. Works. Nice. Let's do controller ports. Left, right, up, down, left, right. Have a joystick here. Button 1, button 2, and if you push this, you can switch to button 3 on this arcader. So, yep, works. We have audio. Which sounds perfectly fine. We have video, RGB, yep. And we have the CIAs. All tests pass. Nice. Okay, so that all works. Let's put in sysinfo and check what this machine can do with its extra meg of memory. And normally I would say it should be a standard 1200 speed-wise, because this is not a turbo card. I didn't equip it with the FPU, so there's no FPU on it. It's just the 1 meg of slow RAM that it showed. So if you look here, it says 1 meg slow RAM, 2 megs of chip RAM. That's all there is. And if we go to speed, there's a surprise, I think. And that is that this machine has 2.3 times the speed of a standard 1200. How can that be? I assume it's just because it copied the Kickstart ROM into the slow RAM. Not sure, but interesting. So even having just a memory expansion doubles the speed of this thing. That's crazy. Okay, so let's boot into the hard disk and see what's on there. And we have Scala, which, if I remember correctly, is some kind of PowerPoint-ish stuff, presentation software. We have Directory Opus, dpaint, and Personal Paint. Or not. Yeah, so dpaint seems to work. And there we are, deluxe painting around. It has quite a set of colors. I remember on my humble Amiga 500 back in the days, there weren't so many colors. You can even switch palettes here, so that's pretty nice. Something in the RAM disk? Nope. And I already got through this here, and that's just a dump of files. And we have Scala here, which we can't start because we need a dongle for that. These are all the different dpaint folders, so someone just put it all in the root directory. And the Polo directory has files, but it's just test data, nothing interesting. So that hard disk works astoundingly, to my complete amazement, but there's nothing on there. It's a 50 meg drive, which would be quite a lot back in the days. The 1200 came, I think, as a 20 or 40 meg version with a small 2.5-inch disk drives. Okay, so my idea would be to get, I have some more hard drives, the small ones which came in 1200s I bought over time, and connect these and check if there's something on there. And then I have a CD-ROM drive which is for a PC but has a PCI MCIA card, and we could try that and see if that actually gets to work here. So I actually found quite some disks. Here's a small one which I think was inside my 3000, not sure. Here's one in a caddy which looks like 600 or 1200. I have a Maxtor drive here, which is, I think it's also an IDE. I have a Western Digital, no, some Samsung drive here. I have this CF card, and here are 2 CF cards. The easiest would be to test those huge ones first, because these are already with the right connector here. So this is the Scala drive. So next up, let's try the Maxtor drive. Oh, copy failed, return code 10. Oh, this is full. It's just not booting. So it's an Amiga drive, and it seems to work, but it won't tell us what it is all about. So there's email. Someone did email with this. Demos, PPCK-RAM, internet expansion. So this was actually used recently, I would say. Okay, since it doesn't boot, we are a bit out of luck here. So let's just try the other drives and see if we can get to that later. Okay, next up we have a Samsung drive. Other way around. That doesn't sound good. Oh. Nope. There's nothing on there. At least not a boot record. Okay. Nothing to see here. Then we have, what can we take next? We have this here. This card which says Kick 3.1 Checkmate 1500. Ah, this is my old Checkmate 1500 boot card. Let's see what happens. Does it do anything? Yeah, it actually gurus out. And again. Okay, doesn't like that. We would need some power, so let's just grab the floppy power and put that here. So we lose the floppy, but hopefully gain the hard disk. Let's see. Aye, red screen. Something fresh. Nice. Nope, that does not work. We can just go and we can use this one right here, because this already is mini IDE. Let me put this in here. And then plug this in here. And that should work, I think. And that does not need any power because it's getting its power over this here. I can reconnect the floppy drive, which should increase boot time. Ay. That doesn't sound good. Ugh. So I'm pulling this, and hopefully it's just booting now. Just want to see my kickstart again. Hope I didn't kill the machine. Whew, still works. Oh man, that's unnecessary. So why didn't that work? Not sure. I don't know. Should have worked, but didn't. Or is this maybe the wrong way around, which could be. Well, let's try this again with a connector the other way around. I'm pretty sure it won't work. Let's try this for now, just for fun. Now the light comes on. Not sure if that is a good sign or a bad sign. No signal. Seems to be a bad sign, to be honest. Okay, so that is not correct. And the other way around is also not correct. Now I'm thinking what's going on here. Why can't I just use this card? Or is it maybe this card reader? Okay, let's maybe try another card. I have more cards here. So I know this is a good card. Let's see what happens if we get the green thingy again. So the drive is okay. What's it telling? Ah yeah, that is one of my Workbench cards with GFA Basic and stuff like that. So we could probably start GFA Basic. Yeah, that is. Okay. So this actually works, and this is correct now. So the question is, why didn't it boot into my Checkmate 1500 kick 13.1? There's one more card here. Let's try that one. Maybe that helps. Let's see. So I get why it's not booting into Workbench 3.22, because this is a 3.1 ROM, 3.0 ROM in here. So that wouldn't work. And that doesn't do anything. It's pretty much an empty card. Okay, so let's maybe try this one again. Maybe there was some dirt in the connector or something. Let's see. Nope. It's going to this green beeping stuff again. Okay, so empty card, 512 card with green beep, and Workbench 3.2.2. That hard drive, there are also 4 extra pins and they are just not connected. And there's one of these HDD 2.5-inch HDD connectors, which is also on here. This is the same connector, so I will just remove this for now, like this, and I bent, of course, the thing. And then we will just put that hard disk on here and see what goes. Yeah, it's spinning up. And load module failed, the classic. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, it's also, oh, this must be one of my hard drives. Ah, yeah, this is from my Amiga 3000, now I remember. Because I had a Buddha card in there. So that does not boot into anything but has Amiga data on it, which is good. That leaves us with this baby here, which already has this nice little stand. So let's see what's on here. This is actually from one of the machines I bought a while ago. So let's see. Does it work? Spinning up. And no, doesn't work. Okay, so that was a pretty huge bust. So actually the only hard drive that worked was the one that was just thrown in a box. Maybe I'm too nice to my electronics. However, let's grab the CD-ROM drive and see if we can do anything with that. Okay, so here's the CD-ROM drive, which is an external drive. I actually got a letter from the guy who I bought this from on eBay, and he told me how he got this drive and what he did with it. I think I have the letter somewhere here, maybe it's even in here. And he later did send, he found the PCMCIA card and the documentation, and he sent this weeks later after I bought that stuff from him. It was very nice. Don't often have people like this on eBay. Ah, yeah, here it is. Dear Mr. Kierdorf, you bought this historic CD drive from me. I just now found the accessories, and he did actually send it, and then he said, if you like, you can PayPal me the money for the shipping, and I did, of course. Yeah, and it's a DOS drive, and I think it could work on this Amiga. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how CD drives work on Amigas. I've never used a CD drive on an Amiga, but he actually also sent the whole packaging stuff here, which is interesting. So this is a PC card, a complete kit, nothing else to buy. Outfit your notebook computer with a super fast CD-ROM speed. 40 times. And it's actually a sticker, you can put whatever you want on here. And it needs a power adapter, which I just saw, which I don't have, of course, but it's just standard 12 volts, so can probably use one of my regulatable power supplies. So then we have this PCMCIA card, which should go into the 1200. And as I said, I have never used a CD-ROM drive, especially not a PCMCIA CD-ROM drive, but it's in. And now we need power for this, and then we can see what happens if we boot a workbench. I'm pretty sure nothing happens because you have to install the drivers for that. And this doesn't have drivers, but I have some generic CD drivers, I think, on a disk somewhere. So maybe that works. Let's see. So I found this disk, which was in some stack of disks I got at some time ago. And it's an Idefix, and it's a bit dusty inside, so I'm a bit reluctant to put it in somewhere, but let's try this. I'm not sure if this boots, but it says CD-ROM and eIDE software for Amiga, the TAPI Cache CDFS2, CD32 emulator play CD. So let's rock this. And I have the 12 volts attached here. So this could actually work. Non-bootable disk. Okay, that didn't work. So let me put in a workbench. So that actually did work. Now we put in the Idefix. Okay. There is something on there. Let's do find CD. Yeah, no. Also, the CD-ROM doesn't seem to work. So there's no power light or something. And there's also no power switch, which is strange. Okay, there's a power light actually. It's the green one. You see this down there? So, should be powered, but I also can't open it. So the whole front does not work. So maybe the drive is just dead. Ah, wait. I'm not even sure if I did connect the drive. Let's switch this all off. So, because I remember having removed the drive. Ah, yeah, okay. So the drive is not connected. I'm an idiot. I'm such a freaking idiot. Okay, so here's this thing. Now we have to put the drive back in, which I just pulled out of there a while ago. It's not much to do, it's just connecting the wires up again. Okay, that should do. And that can actually work with batteries. And it was one of the things that drew me to this. Still nada. I think it has to be powered. Ah, now it's showing signs of life. Yay! Okay, we have a working drive. At least it's, well, opening and closing. Let's try the Idefix again. Nothing. Let me put in an audio CD and see if that actually works. And I have a classic Led Zeppelin 2. Let's try this. But no, it doesn't see it, which is a shame. Could of course be that you need to install the driver. So if anyone has an idea how to get PC CD-ROM, PC MCIA PC CD-ROM to work on an Amiga, because I'm too stupid. Of course I could install a workbench and all that stuff, but I want to know before I invest time if that actually could work. If someone has done this, please let me know in the comments and I will make another video. Until then, I tried hard. Not really hard, but tried. And it didn't work. So here's a finished product, the 1200. I did install a 4 gig CF card, which boots into Workbench 3.1. I did try again to use the Idefix disk, which actually worked, and I did get it to read and install, but it did not find the PC drive. So I did also copy over the CD. Now let me show you. So there we are in Workbench, and I have 4 partitions. Actually, I have 5 partitions, DH0 to DH4, and I did copy over from storage the drivers for this for the PC MCIA card and the driver for the CD. And I also installed the CD32 emulator from the Idefix. There's an eject CD, find CD, kill dev, play CD, and YACD, whatever. And all these things don't amount to anything. So it could theoretically work, but it just doesn't. So it is what it is. I don't know how to get this PC drive to work. If there is a way, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, that is the Amiga 1200, refurbished as far as I am going to refurbish it. And it's overall a very nice machine. I did leave the memory card in there. So it's double the speed of a standard 1200, and it has 3 megs of RAM. Plenty to do WHD load and stuff like that. Yeah, so that concludes this video. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, cheerio.
Thank you for watching Retro is the New Black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like the video, please share. Every like, share, and comment helps a lot. Until next time, bye-bye.